What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. And today is Giving Tuesday in the small business world. And that means the market wanted to give us nothing but a headache today. And in this video, we're going to go over the trades that I took to clear roughly 6,500 in profit with the My Funded Futures Experts accounts. But today isn't nearly as impressive as it should be because if we look at the performance from today, we had six trades, four of which were profitable, two of which were losers. So I'll take a 66% win rate, but I'm not happy about the hold times. Average winning trade was about a minute 42 seconds, and then 57 seconds for the loser. Definitely not happy with today. I certainly overtraded, should have stepped away. I'm thankful to come out on the green side, but let's break down the overall sentiment in the market from this morning, what I was looking at, what I was watching, and go from there. So as we look at the higher time frames on the left hand side of the screen here, let's focus in on the daily chart. So I've been focusing on the NASDAQ because it's just been moving what I think is a little bit easier to read, a little bit better, except for today. And we absolutely had an insane day. And we had an insane day yesterday with this massive push up. So with that, when we're looking at the daily chart from yesterday, with having such a monstrous move, let's look at the data box on this candle. Dude, so the low was 20,940 with the high being 21,259. So yesterday was absolutely insane. Today told me that we were going to have somewhat of an inside day. And if you look at the ranges that I have plotted out here, let's just go to like the 5 minutes. So you can see the range a little bit better. You could tell that we were still very much within the range from yesterday's highs. So this is the push up from yesterday morning. And then we hit a high yesterday and we're still within that range. We held the range overnight, which is this consolidation period here. And then we had somewhat of a sweep below in the morning. And pre-market sweep below that range, I anticipated that we were going to have continuation lower. I thought we were going to retrace further into this candle here. We still have somewhat of an imbalance to reconfigure, but I anticipated that we were going to come much lower, and we did not. So coming into the 2 minute, which is where I take all basically a majority of my trades on the 2 minute, I had a short bias, which did ultimately help me get paid, but resulted in me having quite a drawdown this morning. But I was confident in what I was looking for to get us back to the positive side. So you can see this is where one of the losing trade was right here. And then I actually initially tried to go short because I thought with this candle that you're looking at here at 952, I thought this was our inverted hammer to push us back down below to go towards this imbalance here. I didn't think we were going to hold this 180 level that we held so diligently yesterday. I thought that was going to get swept pretty easy because we ended up bouncing off of that 3 or 4 times yesterday. But got proved wrong there. This is where my loss came in, so I waited. Then we had this little sideways action and was able to catch the downside of this candle to recover somewhat of that. And this is what ultimately led to me having lower hold times, or I should say shorter hold times. And I had to trade defensive to get back what I was looking for. And today was not an ideal day, which is why I overtraded. I'm very conscious of that, which is why I stepped away after having a little bit of a better win. But this is when you can look at the market, and this comes with experience, to tell you when you need to walk away. So as I zoom in here, we had this consolidation pattern here with a sweep lower. So again, had a nice short here where we ended up selling short. Could have held it much lower, but you'll notice the bears were never really able to hold below this 186 level. So we ended up pushing lower, got a nice little save here as well, but we bounced right back up. And this is why I tell you in all of my videos, you cannot trust the NASDAQ, you cannot trust NQ, because although, yes, we pushed lower, we swept below the 180, it got bought right back up. And then the sellers came back through again, was able to capitalize on somewhat of a smaller short here as well. So we had the open and then it pushed down. And this is where I sold because I figured we were just going to hold this level, which we had a nice push up. And this is where I subsequently closed the charts down. But look what's happening for the remainder of the day. We're holding VWAP, we're holding this 180 level. I think we have officially accepted 21,100 as a level. I would be surprised if we dip below that. But again, going back down to the daily chart down here, we do have somewhat of an imbalance to rebalance. And if you're looking at the hourly chart, we are very much sideways. Same thing with the 4 hour. And although we're pushing up, I'm still not confident with looking back at the screens again today. Going to want to just take a step back, and this is where you go do something else, because the way this market has just been messing around with these highs with the bulls in control, it's not very conducive to someone like myself who's just watching for the short side. So here's a review of the daily chart again. We have these levels that I'm looking for to go to the upside. We're holding this resistance right here, but I think ultimately this is going to get pushed past. We have a lot of news left this week, and I think, let me pull up the news here. With Yeah, I mean, we have the unemployment with PMI tomorrow, followed by jobless claims on Thursday, and then unemployment and everything on Friday. So we have a news-packed week, which is, I believe, going to push us far up into this. Wouldn't be surprised, honestly, the way the Bulls have been looking. If we get close to 22,000, I think we might top out somewhere around whole level 25 to 27. I mean, if we rip above that, it's just, I don't even know what's going to happen for the rest of this year. But seeing how the daily chart looks, we've officially erased this entire pullback and then some. So this massive pullback we had here on the 27th immediately bought back up and then some. So we're headed back towards the all-time highs. I will have to switch my bias towards the towards the long side, but for some reason, my style, my thesis, and what I see on the charts, it's easier for me to see the downside. But the name of the game is just protecting these accounts and protecting the risk here. So the moral of the story is, when you can't see what's going on and you're in drawdown, and on top of that, you're just you're in your own way and you're over trading, guys. It's just best to walk away, which is ultimately what I did today. Thankful to be out on the green side, but we have to rebuild these accounts back, and that's what we're going to do for the rest of this week and hopefully for the remainder of the year. So if you guys appreciated today's video, give me a thumbs up, a share, whatever the case is, and would appreciate your support going through 2025. It means a lot. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.